everybody knew that Kody and I had that first moment together, but they never talked about with everybody.
This moment.
No.
It was to be just another day in court, another dramatic hearing in the ongoing drama of the Brown family's downfall. But no one, neither the judge, nor the lawyers, nor even Christine, could have anticipated what was about to unfold within that courtroom. Sources within the courthouse report that the morning began with a palpable tension. Kody came in seething, his jaw set, his tie crooked, and that telltale glare that Sister Wives fans all recognize. Christine remained quietly seated next to her attorney, files stacked neatly, refusing even to look in his direction. This was no longer about money. It was about power, about ego, about a decade of emotional combat finally clashing under oath. As the judge read through Christine's most recent filing, a motion that included new financial documents from the couple's shared LLC, Kody started to grumble under his breath. Those nearby reported hearing his voice tremble with anger. The judge cautioned him once, "Mr. Brown, control yourself," but it just seemed to incense him further. Christine's attorney started explaining how Kody had supposedly moved more than $250,000 from the family's primary account into a private one in Robin's name, and that is when it went down. Kody banged his fist on the table. Papers scattered everywhere. Christine's attorney stopped dead in his tracks. The courtroom fell silent until Kody suddenly got up yelling, "You are a liar, Christine. You ruined everything." Christine did not react. She just stared at him, serene, unchanging, defiant. That is when, reports several witnesses, Kody moved forward and slapped her hand aside as she raised up a piece of paper to present to the judge. It wasn't an open-handed slap in the face, but it was hard enough to make waves in the courtroom. Gasp echoed. Christine's lawyer stood instantly between them. The bailiff hurried forward. The judge's gavel crashed down. "That is it. This hearing is adjourned," he bellowed. The courtroom erupted into pandemonium. Lawyers shouting, Christine looking visibly shaken but in control, and Kody being held back as he continued to scream about betrayal and deception. For the very first time in this whole legal spectacle, the mask fell off completely. Kody Brown, the supposed patriarch, the husband who lectured about leadership and loyalty, had just vindicated his detractors in front of a federal judge. The court, which once was filled with legalese now, was filled with shock. Cameras were prohibited that day, but nothing seemed to prevent the whispering. Whatever had happened inside made its way throughout the courthouse. Like wildfire, the head of Sister Wives had lost control. Christine was swiftly taken into a private conference room, flanked by her lawyer and court officers. Those who were close to her said she wasn't sobbing. She was shaking, yes, but the look on her face was one of serene strength. She muttered something to her attorney before sitting down, her eyes straight ahead, refusing to give Kody the pleasure of a reaction. Meanwhile, security was tugging Kody aside. He was red-faced, gasping, still cursing about lies and manipulation. Robin wasn't present that day, but her absence now said everything. Without her soothing presence or acting of sympathy, Kody's rage was exposed. The judge, incensed, recalled both legal teams to the room 10 minutes later. His tone was curt, controlled, and absolute. "Mr. Brown, this is not your house, and it is not your television show. You will not bully witnesses in this courtroom. I am declaring a recess now until further notice." It was worse than a scolding. It was national humiliation. Reporters who had been waiting outside the courthouse immediately started putting up posts. The headlines were instantaneous. Kody Brown's courtroom breakdown. Judge shuts down trial following shocking rant. But it was more than the slap. Sources said this moment could have serious legal ramifications for Kody. There were rumors of possible contempt charges, and Christine's attorneys were said to be preparing to file a motion alleging physical intimidation and emotional distress. By nightfall, social media was on fire. Fans who had once stood up for Kody's leadership turned against him. "You don't slap the mother of your children in a courtroom," one viral post stated. "This is who he really is when no one's watching." And that is precisely what this day revealed, the real truth behind the cameras. Kody didn't lose his temper. He lost the last shred of credibility he had remaining. What began as a legal battle over property and money ended as something far more devastating, the public unmasking of a man who thought he was untouchable.